Next week episode is going to be tricky because remember in last episode, in the last part, King was trying to convince their chief to use Tope as their suspect instead of the witness or a victim. And just by seeing that Tope actually made it to here at the other victim's house, which means Singha convinces the chief to use Tope as their consultant, if that's what they're doing, and he is the victim instead of the suspect. King must not be liking that. I wonder if they're gonna barge into this house as well, or maybe they have to, considering maybe the victim live alone. Looking at Tope at the other hand though, he's looking at something in the window. He's always distracted by a spirit or something. Maybe what he's looking at is actually the owner of the house, the victim. Every one of those ghost stars trying to tell this boy something, and I feel like Singha kind of believe Tope because he's never wrong. He's always leading him to something, but the way he's leading him, real people will think that he's up to something. What I can say is I feel like all the victims has something to do with rituals, because the last episode, the previous victim that we saw had to do with some ritual carvings and some stuff. I don't know, maybe they went through something and did a sacrificial thing, and whatever happened, the karma came to them. All I'm saying is each one of them put their ritual thing somewhere. But the thing is, what is it that they sacrificed so much that it was too risky that they died themselves? Well, whatever it is, Tope says that the item that they see is mostly found in Shaman's house or another place, and to see it there, which means somebody came to the place and did their own little ritual, or the victim probably did something. All I'm saying is each year, each 5 years, somebody has connection to something. I want to know though, was it like consequences that happened to them that they didn't fulfill their half of the deal or something? I don't know. Every 5 years someone dies. I don't get it. You know what I think about Tope? Tope was definitely born for this. Whoever gave birth to him must have did something. I feel like they did something the same way other people are doing. But the thing is, if everyone gets their success, apparently they must have sacrificed something. Maybe the mother did something. I don't know. So the fact that you were born and you can see ghosts, definitely you and Singha are the balance of life. You can see the ghosts and Tope can eliminate them. Balance of life. I notice everywhere Tope goes, all ghosts are asking for help, and since he's the only one that can hear and see them, they use the opportunity to go to him. Now, we know that in the previous episode, and now all the ghosts that are asking for help are victims of the 7 bodies that were hanging on the tree. But the thing is, what are all this connected? Why do they need help when maybe they were the one that... I don't want to blame the dead people, honestly. But we do know this house. That's all I can say. I wonder who was the other person. The first one that they went was the transgender one. Which one is this one? As much as this boy can see goes, we all know that he is scared for his life, considering they can harm him. Anyways, I believe this is the one that he was in the bathroom, and the one that came to him... No, it can't be. The one that came to him was the woman with the widest mouth that goes to her ear to ear. So, I don't know. It looks like he's in the bathroom. Or maybe this is the other victim. I don't see King around them. Maybe Singha convinced the chief to not work with him because, they don't like each other. Or he doesn't like King. But I also see that Tope is working with them, so I'm guessing he convinced the chief to let Tope work for them because, let's be honest, we're dealing with unseen things, and the only person that can really help them is Tope. He can see and talk to them and feel them. Even though the boy is scared for his life, it's the only answer they got. Maybe the victim are just people who got caught in the aftermath of just curses. Random people that whoever is doing this to is getting attached to this. Maybe it's youth. I don't know. But what I want to ask in the last episode of the final part of episode 2, right? What was the paper that Top drew on? Like, what was that paper for? And of course, let's just make the show a little bit thrilling of teenagers going to this random place, and it's not the scary, what is the haunted place? Maybe they heard about that there's gonna be spirits there and it's haunted, so they want to make like a vlog or a channel or something. Hey, there are people out there actually doing YouTube thing as going to abandoned places and trying to catch ghosts, but they're not realizing they might actually release something that shouldn't be released. Okay, so let's talk about Supernatural here. Now, these kids probably just bucked up or was in a library or something and stumbled on a book with black magic and assumed that if they just do the ritual correctly, quote unquote correctly, they think they might summon maybe Lucifer or something or somebody. I don't know what they're trying to summon, but they must have read a book about it. Whoever wrote that book either wrote it wrong so they can summon someone bad, or wrote it right and they did it wrong and they summoned something that shouldn't be summoned. Now, it seems Singer and Top heard about the teenagers going to that abandoned place by some distress call. But Top does not like the place because he already said that the building is above some graves. So even if he goes there, he can't go alone because the ghost will come for him. So Singer has to go there with him. Or maybe this is before the teenagers went there, but they're still solving the problem with the 7 bodies on the tree, and they went to the tree to see if they can find more items there. But while there, Top is not alone. Top says he sees a ghost, but this ghost is very different. This ghost's mouth was like cut wide open to one ear to the other ear, which means we don't know. But I don't know what this ghost is, but apparently this ghost can literally do damage. Maybe. I don't know. Top is scared of it, and I am too. Maybe she's a nurse. I don't know. But all I'm saying is, don't watch this drama at night. And if you do, have someone with you or a teddy bear, or watch it in the daytime and sleep at night with night light. I don't care what anyone says. I think Singer is starting to believe that Top actually can see the ghost and is afraid of him, considering his reaction each time he sees Top and Singer always there, and he can see that Top is scared, and each time he's scared he runs to touch him. But in this case, hug is necessary. So now that you heard how intense next week episode is going to be, will you watch it?